What's going on YouTube? This is Tanamore Dips, and today we'll be doing a review on Grizzly Dark Mint. And then afterwards we'll be telling stories and whatnot, and yeah, so put in a dip if you want, and I will be cracking this can, so let's get it going. He's also got a can. This is Ty Nixon.
Howdy.
And he will be having a channel here soon. I don't know when, but I will let you know. I just had this in my freezer, so it's hard to open.
It's nice and cold.
He already had his open, goddamn. Son of a bitch. And I've never had this before, just so you know, so this is my first thoughts on this. He says it's pretty good. Alright, so, well, first of all, the can's really cool. It's just like the, I don't know if you've had it or not, but it's just like the wintergreen one, the dark wintergreen. It's all blue. It's tin. The bottom's plastic. It's really good can. I haven't had it yet, so I'll get a smell of it. Damn, that's good. That smells good as fuck. I've had Copenhagen, man. I expected a lot of it, out of it, but I heard it tasted like toothpaste whenever I had it. It didn't really. The taste was better than like Skull Mint, but you know, I expected a lot more out of it, and this might be the mint that I was looking for. It smells really good. It's really, really minty.
It's got that real Grizzly branded kind of smell, rather than Copenhagen being a real natural, like toothpaste type smell. This is more of a stronger mint kind of smell.
Salud. Yeah, that's strong. That's good.
What are your thoughts?
That's good. That's actually, that might be my favorite dip. That's really freaking good. All areas, I don't really think it lacks. The long coat's good. The can's really freaking cool. I like it. It's got like a gray background. The blue ring's really like, it really pops out at you.
That's what I really like about it, is the blue ring. It's like a cobalt blue kind of color.
And it's not really harsh on your gums. Usually Grizzly's really harsh on your gums. Honestly, this is I'm probably gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I was probably gonna give it an 8 out of 10, but you know, 9's a 10 for me. If I find a 10, it's gonna be extraordinary. It's gonna be really good. But yeah, it's fucking good.
I agree. Yeah, to me it tastes, instead of being more of like a chewing gum mint or like a toothpaste, I think it's more of like a candy cane peppermint kind of taste.
That's good. That is the shit. When did this come out, by the way? Do you know? I never even heard of it before.
I think it came out a few days ago, maybe like sometime last week. I'm not too sure.
A lot better than Copenhagen, man.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, so now we're gonna tell stories. This is my first video. I was wondering if you guys wanted me to do Q&As or a Copenhagen review or any dip kind of review, or if you had questions or anything like that. Also, my name is Tanamore Dips. I was wondering if I should change it. Leave a comment if you think so or not. But yeah, now we'll get to stories. Do you have any stories you want to talk about?
Yeah, actually I do. Alright, so the other day, after I heard about this dip, I went to a gas station, and the way it was set up was there was the counter, and the cigarettes were right behind the counter, and off to the side was the dip. So, like, you could walk over and grab the dip, but you wouldn't be behind the counter. So I was getting a soda, and I got my soda, and I was making sure they had this before I asked. And I seen it, and it was within reach without going behind the counter, so I grabbed it, and I walked up to the counter, and the lady asked me if I grabbed it from the display, and I told her yeah. She asked me why. I said to make it easier on both of us, so you're not sitting there searching for it, and I'm not sitting there having to tell you which one it is constantly. And then she just goes off saying how I can't do that, how she can get in big trouble and not let it happen again. And she just went on and on and on. And I think it's just really irrelevant that she has to go be so harsh over one little thing. I mean, it's not like I was going to walk out the door with it in my pocket. I paid for it, so.
Honestly, I think that's how it should be, because every time I go to the gas station, I ask for a certain type of can, and every single time they're just looking around for it, and they'll be like, this one right here, and every time, like, I've been dipping straight for a while, Copenhagen straight, and I'll say, yeah, can I get a can of Copenhagen straight, and then they'll scan all the cans, and they're looking for it, and they take up your time, and, you know, I don't really think it's rude. I think if you're wanting a certain type of can, you should be able to go in the back and just, you know, pick your can out. And just do your thing. You're not going to steal it or nothing.
That's how I think it should be. If it's in a gas station where it's accessible, where you can grab it without having going behind the counter, being in people's way, then you should be able to grab it. But like when I went and got these cans for this video, it was at a Quick Trip, and their dips are directly behind the counter, so you can't get to them. And when I asked if they had it, he scanned all the cans, and he grabbed Grizzly Wintergreen, and then he grabbed Grizzly Mint, and then he grabbed Grizzly Dark Wintergreen, and then he finally grabbed this. And it just takes too long. I think it'd speed things up if we were able to grab it ourselves.
That's the way I think it should be. I mean, you know, if you're nice about it, you're asking, you know, can you go back there? Can I go back there? Can I just grab the can? And my principal, actually, he's a school dipper, and he lives in a little town, and he'll just go in there, he'll go, and they know him now, but he'll just go back there and grab it, and they'll be like, okay, and they'll ring it up. So, I mean, for an old person doing that, and, you know, he's not all about these YouTube channels or nothing, he just likes to dip, and he just goes back there and grabs it, and he does his thing, and, you know, I just think people should just let it happen. They shouldn't get mad, and they always have something to say. So.
I agree. Yep. At one gas station out where I live, I asked for a can, and it was up real high, and the gas station attendant couldn't grab it, so I had to go back there and get it, which I'm okay with. I mean, it made things faster, but like I said, I think we should be able to go back there and get it ourselves to make things faster. Just like when you go in and grab a soda, they don't do it for you, you do it for yourself, and I mean, if you really wanted to, you could walk out with it, but honest people pay for what they want.
Yeah, that's that. Leave a comment and give us your opinion of that. But anyway, so I was wanting to tell a story about. It's actually a fight that happened in my school, but it wasn't at school. I had a baseball practice, and he actually was in the audience watching. And I was sitting off the tee, and I was actually like right next to the fight, and it was so funny. The kid, he was a big muscly guy, and I guess they got into it at school, and then they went to the park where it happened, and all of a sudden this big truck comes out of nowhere, this white truck, and it was the Hicks, and this kid, he had a big dip in, and the kid that was driving the truck, he rolled the window down for confrontation, and the big kid punched him in the face, and the dip went all over his mouth, it was everywhere, and his tooth actually went through his lip. It went through his lip, and he had to get stitches. He went to school, and his lip was all swelled up. It was crazy. It was so funny.
Yep, I heard about it going on, so I figured why not? I'll go up and see what's going on. The guy that was waiting for him was already out of his vehicle waiting, and the two guys in the white truck pull up. They're sitting there yelling at each other. The guy out of the truck's telling the other kid to get out of the truck, but he wouldn't get out of the truck. So the guy driving rolls the window down and locks it, and the kid outside the truck grabs his shirt and just starts wailing on him. And I guess that's what happened. His dip went everywhere. He punched him in the mouth. He bit through his lip. He had stitches. His face was all fucked up. And, I mean, if he was to get out of the truck, I think he wouldn't have got ass fucked up.
Yeah.
That's how I think of it.
And it was funny because in the fight, the kid that got fucked up, he was talking all the shit the whole time. He wouldn't stop talking shit and running his mouth, and then he shows up there and he doesn't get out of the truck. He's getting like pounded, and the kid's yelling, "Get out of the fucking truck!" And his friend, they're actually really good friends, and he kept rolling the window. Like, okay, so he kept trying to roll the window up. The kid that was getting punched, and the kid rolled the window down, and he hit the lock button on the window while he was getting punched, and he was laughing. And they took off and they hung out afterwards.
Yep.
And it was kind of weird, but it was funny.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
The funniest thing was when they're yelling at each other, the baseball coach stopped practice and the baseball team ran over and watched from the fence. I thought that was the funniest part of the
They didn't get in trouble.
Yeah.
He just let them watch.
Yeah.
In the middle of practice. And I was already watching. I didn't care. It was funny. And, yeah, that was a funny story. But, yeah, this Grizzly, it's setting in, and it's got good flavor. It's not running out fast. Like, I've been dipping straight, like I said, and it runs out too fast. I probably have to give Copenhagen straight. Well, actually, I'll give that review if you guys ask for it. But in this channel, I want questions and answers. Like, I'll do that. You guys just give me questions, and I'll answer them all. I've been dipping for 4 years. I think he has too. Actually, I don't have cans out right now. I just started my new collection of cans, but I think I had maybe 400 to 500. It was real tall and big.
Yep.
And I actually had a dog. I actually had it before I knew about Outlaw. I knew people were setting cans up, so I did that. And then he showed me Outlaw, and I thought it was pretty cool. That wasn't really my inspiration. I mean, I do watch his videos, and I think they're cool. But my brother, he actually passed away. I'll tell you about that in a different video. But yeah, shit, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, but all those in the incident that happened, the cans got wiped out, so I have to start a new video with them in it. So I'll get that building up and stuff. And I'm actually gonna have a new setup. This isn't gonna be the setup, but I wanted to get cracking on my videos. And I'm actually a really funny guy. I'm not gonna be funny. I'm gonna be straight up in this video, but it'll get funny later on. But yeah, the Grizzly's really good. It's strong. Yeah, the flavor's good. It lasts long, and that's what I like about it. And it actually does have a really good mint taste. So
long-lasting flavor. That's what I like about it.
Yeah, and it's not super strong like the other Grizzlies.
Yeah,
so yeah, and I definitely like it a lot. I dip the Grizzly wintergreen all the time, and that's a lot better, honestly. But anything else before the video's over?
I don't think so.
So 9 out of 10 on the Grizzly mint. It's dark mint too. Premium dark mint. And I suggest it. You guys should go get what you can. And I think that's the wrap up for the video. So I'll see you next time and have a great day.